Yo, what is up everybody? It's ChrisXtophers, and in today's video, the long-awaited Lebron guide for Multiverses is here. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who recommended me on doing this guide and kind of supported me and left a bunch of nice comments on my 1000 hours of Lebron and Multiverses video. That video did amazing, and there was a bunch of comments telling me to drop a guide. Well, in today's guide, I'm going to be giving you the only guide you're ever going to need for Lebron, ever. In today's guide, we're going to be going over simple bread and butters, advanced bread and butters, how to play offense, defense, how to ledge guard as Lebron, what to do when you're in burnout. We're going to be talking about ball combos, comboing into down ball, comboing into three-pointer. And we're also going to be talking about perks and how to play Lebron efficiently and talk about his role as a character. And now, before we jump into the lab, once again, I just want to say thank y'all for being so kind in the comments on my last video, the 1000 hours of Lebron. I really do appreciate it. And there's more Lebron content to come, so please, please, please stay tuned. I'm not giving up on Lebron. But let's jump into the lab. Alright, so here we are in the lab, and I have my controller on the bottom left of the screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing for all of the inputs for this. So first things first, we're going to talk about Lebron and his role as a character. You know, he is a bruiser, except unlike other bruisers like Superman or Batman, he's not very speedy. He's very slow. He has these basketballs, you know, you can throw them. It's almost like he feels like a zoner. When you first pick up Lebron, you're probably going to say, damn, I don't know what else to do besides throw these basketballs.
You are my sunshine.
So, you know, he's a bruiser. He hits hard, and he has these basketball projectiles that he can throw. Upwards, downwards, all around him at all four angles. So his role is to deal as much damage as possible while taking as little damage as possible. Now I know that sounds very, very easy, but if you've tried to play Lebron yourself, there's a reason he's a hard character. It's not that easy to deal a lot of damage without getting hit. Lebron is a slow character. He's a bit of a big body as well, and if you get caught lacking without a basketball, well, you're basically dead. So yeah, like I said, Lebron's role as a character in a 1v1 is to deal as much damage as possible while taking like not a lot of damage. He has very good setups. He's a setup character in this game, in my personal opinion. He has a lot of setups that kind of work like this: knock him into the basketball, hit a combo. We'll get into that later. But his whole entire role is to kind of be the better gamer. Don't take a lot of damage. He doesn't have the best frame data to kind of back up a lot of his attacks. He's just a hard hitting, slow, combo heavy bruiser. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into his moveset. So for Lebron's normals, when he has a ball, and let me go ahead and say this, if you've never played Lebron before, his jab looks like this with a ball, but without a ball, he's a whole different character. So Lebron has two different movesets depending on if he has a ball or if he does not have a ball. So while you have a ball, this is what your jab looks like. 1, 2, 3. You can cancel it at any time. You can cancel it on the first hit, you can cancel it on the second hit, and you can kind of confirm into the third hit. So that is Lebron's jab. Lebron's down tilt, let me move my camera. I realize that I'm kind of covering their toes a little bit. Move over here. So Lebron's down tilt looks like this. It is an armor breaking move. It only takes one hit to break the armor, and as you can see, it's kind of a 360 motion around Lebron. This is a huge move to have, because one, not only does it hit from behind, pause, but it also breaks armor. So this is true after jab. So if you're running into anybody with armor and you hit that first hit of armor, you can always confirm into down tilt, shatter that armor, send them flying, and this move is really good. We're going to be using this move a lot in a lot of our combos. Alright, now moving into Lebron's up tilt. Very good move. So basically, he spins a basketball on his finger. As you can see, it hits grounded opponents as well. So if somebody is standing right in front of you, you hit them, you can get a whole entire combo off of it. This is a very good combo move. It's true after jab as well. And just like down tilt, we're going to be using this move a lot after jab. So, you know, jab, down tilt. We can also do jab, up tilt. Those are our main combo starters. And this is also a very good anti-air option if somebody is landing on you with a predictable down air. Let's say this Shaggy just jumps at me from the heavens, and I see him just landing on me with a really slow, predictable option. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw this move out and kind of get a combo afterwards. It's a very good option now compared to what it was in the beta. Alright, so now getting into LeBron's aerials when he has a basketball. This is LeBron's forward air. This is your fastest button. Y'all remember that. This is LeBron's fastest button besides ball pass. This is your fastest option. Your fastest normal, your fastest aerial, your fastest grounded move. I'm pretty sure it is faster than jab. This move is insanely good to land on somebody with or to extend a combo with. But it just kind of looks like this. It has a pretty large hitbox in front of LeBron. It hits people that are below you as well sometimes. And I just need y'all to remember that this is LeBron's fastest option. So if you need to get a move out fast, don't bother going for down air, up air, nair. Just do this. This is the fastest option you have. Alright, this is LeBron's down air. It looks just like this. He dunks the ball through his legs. It has a pretty large hitbox compared to what it used to have in the beta. It hits people in front of you. It hits people if they're on the backside of LeBron as well. Kind of like this. Well, LeBron turned around, but you get the point. It hits on his butt as well. So it's a very solid down air as well. And this down air does spike, sends straight downward. So off stage, this will find kills around 100%. And this is going to be another, if you watched my 1000 hours of LeBron, you know I use this move a lot. This is our combo food, baby. And this is LeBron's up air. He throws the basketball through hoop, does a little layup. This move is insanely strong. I believe it's the third strongest up air in the entire game behind Iron Giants, Bugs Bunnies, Stevens, and then LeBron's. I lied, so number 4. Forgot about Iron Giant because he's in the vault right now. But this up air is insanely strong. Most of our confirms that I'm going to teach you today are going to end in up air. The hitbox for this move is pretty big, so you're never really going to miss your up air unless you're trying to. And this move kills Shaggy around maybe 70% if he's up here. If we up air from right here, he's dead on 70. This move is insanely strong. Always try to catch with up air. But yeah, that's it for up air. This is LeBron's neutral air with a basketball. It looks like this. It's a multi-hit, breaks armor. Really good combo tool as well. Something like this would happen and blah blah blah. We're not in the combo part of the guide yet, but this is just LeBron's neutral air with a basketball. It's a very solid option to kind of land on your opponent with and get a jab combo afterwards, or to just keep a combo going in the air. Very solid neutral air. So now getting into the hard part of LeBron. When he doesn't have a basketball, his whole entire moveset is a little bit different. So the first thing you're going to notice when you don't have a ball is this is his jab speed. I'm a grandpa out here. I mean, I look like I'm 40 years old. I mean, I guess LeBron is 40. I mean, this is like realistic LeBron moveset right here. This is Lakers LeBron. This is Cleveland LeBron. So obviously when you don't have a ball, you're going to be a little bit slower with your moves. They have a lot of startup. But this is LeBron's forward tilt, or his jab, I would say. And I don't know if I said this before, but any hit that you land when you do not have a basketball will give you a basketball. So this is LeBron's jab when he doesn't have a basketball. It's a pretty bad move because if you whiff this, that's how long it takes before I can dodge. Look at this again. Look how long it takes before I can dodge. I'm mashing dodge. It takes forever. So if you whiff that move, I mean, you know, good luck. This is LeBron's down air without a basketball. It does have a sweet spot and a sour spot. Keep that in mind. If you slap the opponent with your fingertips, it will be a sweet spot. It'll kind of give you a bass boosted effect. You'll hear it.
You're in for it now.
It says boom when you hit them. I got the volume turned down a little bit so you can't really hear it. And it does have a sour spot just like that. You won't really hear anything, and Shaggy will not bounce off the floor at all. But you get the point. It has a sour spot and a sweet spot. So make sure you're kind of landing where your fingertips are exactly going to hit them, or else you will get the sour spot and you won't be able to keep your combo going. And here's LeBron's no ball forward air. This move is very, very good. You can kind of glide past your opponent. This is going to be the best way to get your ball back. Remember when I said each hit will give you a ball back? Well, this is the most consistent way to get your ball back. This is almost like a sword attack. I mean, look how far LeBron reaches. This is going to be your best option. It's really, really safe. If you whiff, you can kind of dodge out of. It doesn't have a whole lot of end lag. You can cross your opponent up with it like this. It's a very, 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 very good option on getting your ball back. It's an extremely safe move, and it's honestly one of LeBron's best moves. This is LeBron's no ball up air. He does a little flick of the wrist, kind of like a little love tap. We're not really going to be using this move too much. This is kind of just a last ditch effort move. Let's say you hit here's an example. Let's say you hit up air basketball shot and you can't kill him. You'll do something like that and hope and pray it kills. That's really all we're going to be using this move for. Or if they're going to be landing on us and we don't have a basketball, then sure, you can throw this out. It's a pretty safe option, I'd say, but it doesn't have a large hitbox on it, unfortunately. The grounded version of the up tilt is the exact same way. It doesn't have the best hitbox, so this move has to be kind of hit precisely or you're gonna whiff and get punished. This is LeBron's down tilt without a basketball. Slams the floor, it's a double hit. I believe up air is true afterwards at like almost any percent. I don't think I've ever landed this and not been able to get an up air afterwards, so just keep that in mind. But we're only gonna really be using this move on the ledge. Y'all see how slow this is? This is a pretty slow down tilt compared to this. See the difference? So now when I don't have a basketball, super slow. We're only going to really be using this on the ledge, because if they're sitting here kind of like this, like right on the ledge, you know, like right here, maybe a little bit lower, but you get the point. If they're hanging right here, LeBron down tilt will hit them, and then you can get the up air like I said and kind of get a kill really easily, or even just catch your opponent by surprise. And this is the last move LeBron has without a basketball. This is no basketball neutral air, and just like forward air, this is going to be another great way to get your basketball back. It is a multi-hit. It's really good at landing on your opponent, kind of doing something like that. This move did get a huge buff since the beta. On the beta, you see these little pulses that LeBron does? These are extremely large, and the hitbox is basically anywhere inside of LeBron's chest ratio. Kind of like that. This is a really good combo tool to start a combo with. If you don't have a basketball, it goes straight into up air at higher percents. You can even get down air afterwards at certain percents, kind of like this. I don't have the bot set to dodge, so obviously this is not true in the moment, but at certain percents this is true, so keep that in mind. You know, you get the basketball back and you get a down air afterwards. But the main way we're going to really be using this move is when we don't have a basketball and we don't want to sit here and play the forward air game with them. Maybe they have a lot more reach than us. Let's say it's a Harley player who's spamming forward air, for example. This is going to lose the Harley forward air, but that's probably going to cross her up and beat it, right? So that's the main uses that I use no ball neutral air for. It's a very good move to get a ball back. And last but not least, for his moveset, we have his dash attacks. I'm not really going to say too much about LeBron's dash attack. That's what it looks like with a basketball. Has pretty decent pushback. Without a basketball, basically the same pushback, but this one's a little bit weaker, I believe. Not as much pushback. We're not really going to be using dash attack at all. It is a very slow option. The only thing we can get is maybe a jab after, but it's not even true. It's not guaranteed. So we're never ever in our lives going to be inputting dash attack unless we have a good read on our opponent. Alright, now moving into LeBron's specials when he has a basketball. When LeBron has a basketball, his neutral special is going to be a ball pass. You can turn it around and do a no-look pass just like that. Make sure you look at the inputs I'm doing on my controller. If you get a little bit confused, I have a lot of questions. People who come by my stream, hey Chris, how do you do a no-look pass? Well, it's very simple. You just look away from your opponent, flick towards them, pass the ball. Very simple. Alright, now we're going to move into LeBron's side special. This is dunk. They really nerfed this move since the beta. As you probably know, LeBron used to be able to dunk cancel. He would dunk, cancel it into a down air, and then dunk and kill you on 80%. Well, he doesn't have options like that anymore. There's not a single thing in the game right now that you can combo dunk into, besides one setup, and the setup is extremely specific. It's character specific, it's percent. We're not going to be dunking on LeBron. We're never really going to throw this move out. It wastes a basketball if we whiff, and if we whiff on top of that, look how long it takes before I can dodge. So if I just miss and I try to dodge right after, I mean, I'm eating a down air from any competent opponent, and I'm eating a 50% combo. But that's LeBron's side special with the basketball. LeBron's down special with the basketball is a downward slam of the basketball itself. You're going to lose your ball for doing this. This is a really good option to combo start, to glide up on somebody on the ledge just like that. It will spike. So if you glide up on somebody on the ledge, you can throw it downwards. You can just normally throw it off the ledge. You can start a combo off of jab with it most of the time. Well, I suck, but you get the point. Kind of like that, and you send them upwards off the basketball, blah, blah, blah. And this is also a really good zoning option if we're kind of having a slower match and we kind of want to sit behind this. One thing I love to do is this setup right here. At the start of the match, I like to throw one down. I don't have the cooldowns, but I like to throw one down, call another one, do this, and you see what I just did? One of my basketballs hit him, and I grabbed the one that was bouncing up and down, and now I have a basketball. So normally if we throw one, we wouldn't have a basketball, you know, like we just wouldn't have it. Let's say we do that and we try to down air and we miss, we don't have a basketball. But with this setup of the down special, we're basically always guaranteed to have a basketball, so we can land with a lot better options. But that's basically it for grounded down special. LeBron's grounded up special is not a ball pass, that was a misinput. It's a 3-point shot. I know the camera's really zoomed in right now, but he throws it and it's going to go as an arc like a rainbow, and it's going to come down. This is really good to end a combo with, kind of like after up air, you can throw it right at him. If you're playing 2v2s and you're all the way over here and you cannot help your teammate, it's a very good support option to kind of just throw out, and it's going to land all the way over here and kind of help your teammate out a lot. But for the most part, if you're playing 1v1s, you're really going to use this as a combo ender. It's a really good combo ender. I forgot to mention, this move can be charged up to go farther, but I would never really recommend charging this move up unless you're recovering. It kind of stalls off stage when you're recovering. So let's say we're all the way out in the middle of nowhere off stage, all the way down here. You know, you can do something like that and get back on stage, but that's really the only time you're going to be charging that move. Now for LeBron's neutral special, this is a shoulder bash. If you hold it for about half a second, you will glow yellow, which means you have armor. So you do gain armor if you just hold it for that split second. So never in your life, and I want to hear y'all say this, never in your life will I just tap this move. Hold it for that extra second, please, and get that armor. Look at the difference. It's basically the same exact speed, except this time I have armor. It's the same exact speed, but now I have armor. So, you know, make sure you're using this armor. It is one of LeBron's only armored moves. So if you know somebody's going to land on you with a down air and they're being very predictable, it's a very good get off me tool, and this move will kill really early. Now getting into LeBron's air specials, his side special is the exact same thing as a dunk. We're not really ever going to be using this, not even as a mix-up. We don't even really want to be doing this in dodging, because LeBron's dodge meter is really important. Like we said, we do not want to get caught without a basketball. In burnout is the same thing. We don't want to get caught in burnout as LeBron either. So we're never really going to be inputting this move in my LeBron guide. Maybe other LeBrons out there do enjoy going for things like this and kind of baiting out your opponent. I think it's just too risky and it takes too much meter. So with my personal opinion, we are never going to be inputting this. This is LeBron's down special in the air. It is, let me show you the difference between the air version and the grounded version. So this is the grounded version, and this is the aerial version. This is one of your best combo starters to do something like this into down air, you know, you get the point. It's very easy to kind of track your opponent with it. Super easy to make sure that ball actually hits them compared to down special. The aerial version is a way better combo starter. And you can do this when somebody is juggling you in the sky. So let's say this Shaggy uppercuts me and I want to land safely. You can kind of use this move to land safely and land behind that basketball so that they cannot keep chasing you. On the aggressive characters, kind of like Wonder Woman if she's chasing you. You do something like this. It's a very good defensive and offensive option. This is going to be one of your most used moves as LeBron for the most part. Alright, now we're going to get into LeBron's no ball specials. So his side special is a shoulder charge. And this move did get nerfed from the beta. As you can see, it now sends vertical. This move used to send horizontal, so this was amazing to use off stage, kind of like that. And it would send your opponent flying into the blast zone. It would kill people really, really early. The grounded and aerial version are the exact same moves, by the way. So just like this. They both go about the same distance. The grounded version does go a little bit less. But this is a really good kill option if you don't have a basketball. You can kind of cross your opponent up. I suck. But you can kind of cross your opponent up and shoulder charge them. And this will kill at about like 120% on most characters. Something like that. This is also really good in the air as well. If you read a jump and you kind of just throw this out, it's a very good option for something like that, and you run back to your basketball. But it's going to be our main kill option without a basketball. Now, as you just seen, LeBron's down special is defense. Most people just call this fence. Now, the good thing about fence is this move can be stalled in the air with, so off stage you can kind of stall with fence a little bit. But this move absorbs projectiles and allows LeBron to travel through projectiles. So the projectiles that it absorbs are the light projectiles like Tom and Jerry tennis ball. It absorbs Shaggy's sandwich. It absorbs Garnett gauntlet. It absorbs all of the light projectiles. And if it is not a light projectile, LeBron will just phase through. And if you absorb a projectile that is light, you will get a ball back. So if Shaggy throws a sandwich at me, he's going to give me a basketball. This is LeBron's up special without a basketball. And disclaimer, we are never, ever, ever in our lives going to input this move. This move is so damn slow. It has absolutely zero knockback at any percents. There's not a single true combo, and it spits them out basically random. I haven't been able to find out how to make them spit a certain direction. This move is really, really piss poor. So we're not really ever going to be using this move. And last but not least, we have LeBron's jumping up special, his little aerial up special. He does a double-handed grab, like he's trying to grab the rim, it looks like. This move is really good, like I said earlier about LeBron's no ball up air. Just to kind of finish a combo, or to even just get a ball back. This is a really good anti-air. It'll give you a ball back as well. And off stage, this will clip through the ledge. So if you do something like this, it will clip whoever's standing right here. It's a pretty decent option, but most of the time we're gonna have a basketball and we're just gonna go for our up airs. But this will kill after up air basketball shot, and then we do up special. We're really gonna just be using this as a last ditch effort if we have no other options to use, because it is just a worse version of up air without a basketball. And last but not least, the last move in LeBron's kit is his no ball neutral attack. So this move has a lot of startup before you get your armor. It does have armor at the very end, but for the most part, we're not really going to be using this move. Even on the ledge, it's not the best option. If we do use this move, just tap it. Unlike the other one, this one you do not want to tap. You want to kind of hold it to get that armor. This one is the opposite. You never want to hold this move. Because it is so long and you're just standing here, you cannot dodge out of it. I'm spamming dodge, cannot dodge out of it. As you can see, I'm stuck. You can jump out of it, I believe, but for the most part, no, you can't even jump out of it. So yeah, this move is absolutely poo-poo. But the main uses of it, since I have to give you something to use it for, the only time I've been using this move is when I have no basketball and I parry something. Let's say this Shaggy jabs and I parry it. I could just get jab, but let's say he's at kill percent on the ledge, I parry something. I'll just throw this out. It is a valid kill option out of parry at like 130%. So that's really the only time I've been throwing it out, is if I parry something and kind of get him really high percent for the kill. But now with LeBron's moveset out of the way, we can get into the spicy shit. I'm going to be teaching you the easy combos for LeBron, the easy bread and butter combos. And I want to go ahead and say I've spent about 100 hours in the lab, no bullshit, trying to find every single possible route that LeBron has for the most part. So I'm going to be teaching y'all all of the easy bread and butters. And first things first, remember when we were in the moveset and we were talking about LeBron's jab? This can be canceled after the first hit and the second hit. What we're going to do for this easy bread and butter is just jab, jab, dodge up. Practice doing that on both sides. Jab, jab, dodge up. I'm sure if you've seen my 1,000 hours of LeBron video, you've seen me doing this a lot. I would jab, jab, and dodge up into a down air. So that's what we're going to input after. Once we finally got it under control and we can do this every time.
Can't guard me.
You know, just make sure you can do that first before we move into the next steps. But like I said, LeBron's down air is his really, really good combo move because afterwards down special is true. And I'm sure you've seen this combo a lot in my 1,000 hours of LeBron. I'm just gonna dodge up, get that, get the forward air, and after that you can basically get whatever you want. So if you get the forward air, the jab is true afterwards, so you can get something like this. Jab can also go into up tilt as well, so jab up tilt, and up air is true after, and it will kill just like that. But at lower percents you can go into nair. This is what I love to do. I call this a spiral combo, and I'm going to show you it. So this is a very easy combo. Jab, up tilt, nair, up air. This move will take them super high, and it kills around 30% sometimes. Like if you catch them really early, this combo kills, man. I've killed Finns and Gizmos at super low percents. This is like a kind of feels like cheating when you hit this combo, but I want to go ahead and tell y'all this combo is very inconsistent. It depends on where the nair hits them. So as you can see, nair can either hit them like that with my legs for the most part, or I can hit with the actual basketball itself. You want to try to hit with the basketball so that you can get that up air afterwards, because if you are too low, it won't do the spiral drag up. You want it to spiral and drag up, you know. But this combo is a little hard to get down. I know I have it under the easy combos, but I put it under the easy combos because the inputs are easy. But this combo kills when it works, but just keep in mind that this sometimes cannot be true depending on the percents and depending on the size of the opponent. So yeah, the inputs for this combo are very easy, but just keep in mind, guys, that if I tried this combo on Gizmo, it is going to be 10,000 times harder than if I tried this combo on, let's say, Superman. The larger characters tend to kind of stay in this a lot better than the smaller characters. And the main time I will use this combo is in Burnout, because they cannot dodge as easy in Burnout. So if you see your opponents in Burnout and you land a jab, that's not a jab. Let's say you see your opponent in Burnout, you land a jab, go straight for this route. This will kill very early most of the time. And if it doesn't kill, you can always shoot that basketball afterwards. And I've seen this kill on zero. I have many clips of me zero to deathing people with that route. So one of another easy combos is actually off of basketball. So if you do chuck a no-look pass, you can get a down air afterwards into another down air. So just practice doing that for a little bit. No-look pass, down air into the ball down air. This is what you're going to lose at, excuse me, this is what you're going to use at low percents. So you're going to down air into a down air. Make sure you jump after you land this one. So you're going to input this and then input a jump into the down air. You can just practice doing this at first, kind of just like this. You know, get the timing of it down. I don't think you have to sweet spot the dare. I could be wrong, but most of the time I sweet spot it just because I have played so much LeBron that I can kind of get this down every time. And this is the main way that I start combos, is something like this, and then you start the whole LeBron stuff. But this is a really good burst option. Let's say you're just dash dancing over here. You can catch your opponent really off guard with this, and you can get a lot of damage. Just like that. Alright, so remember on the easy bread and butters when I taught you how to do this part? Well, I also taught you how to do this, right? Into the nair. So we're going to combine the two, and it's going to look like this. Now this combo is deadly. As you can see, I just did 50% almost. And I don't have Ignite on right now. This does about 50 to 55%, and it kills. So if he has 10% and you catch him with this, there is a high chance that he's just going to die. It's a really, really, really good combo. It does not work at higher percents, as you see. So this is something you're going to really be throwing out at low percents so that you can make sure that they stay in this. Just again, it is jab, up tilt, nair, up air. And the other one is just this. Make sure you're dodging up. Make sure you're not jumping. I'm going to go ahead and say that. If you jump, you're going to whiff. Make sure you're not jumping. You're just dodging. And just like this. Most of the time this will kill around, if the up air lands on like 55, it'll kill. It's a really, really, really good option. But now the most important part of being a good Lebron, this is what kind of separates the easy combos and the hard parts of Lebron, is comboing into your basketball. So we already told you how to combo here. That's using your basketball to start a combo, but what if you wanted to kind of start a combo like this? You already have a basketball over here. And you want to start a combo like this, you know, something like that. Except obviously you want it to send downwards, but let's say you do something like this. Now obviously most of that was not true, I don't believe, but it is still possible to land in game. And it's really what separates a good Lebron from a bad Lebron, is comboing into his own basketballs. So for the most part, you kind of want to down tilt them at this range. Down tilt, like I said, it breaks armor. So if they have armor, this will still work. If you have a basketball set up over here, this will still work. You want to make sure it sends them downwards. And they did just nerf Lebron, so his basketball can only hit them once now, sadly. But you're going to want to do something like that into a down air. And all of that is true right there. And like I said, this is what really separates a good Lebron from a pretty average Lebron, is being able to kind of just combo into your basketball, whether it be from a dash attack or a down air. A down tilt, excuse me. Being able to combo into your basketball is really what separates the good Lebrons from the average Lebrons. Your reaction time has to be pretty quick for this. I'm going to go ahead and explain. If the ball is above Shaggy's height, so if the ball is above Shaggy's height and you do the down tilt, it is going to send him downwards after the ball hits him. But if the ball is at Shaggy's head or lower, it's obviously going to send him upwards. And you can kind of get some really, really, really crazy combos started, kind of like that, into basketball shot. The possibilities with this are just being untapped. I haven't labbed every single possible route with this because there's just so much things you can do. I would recommend just going into the lab, setting down a basketball over here, because this is a pretty common situation you're going to find yourself in as Lebron. You're always going to have that basketball on screen, and let's say you want to combo him into it. Make sure you practice just getting follow-ups for it afterwards, whether it's something simple like you just chase with an up air, or even if you just hit a down air and that's all you get. Make sure you're taking advantage of your basketball being on screen when you combo them, because this is where all of the sauce comes from. And this is really what's going to make you look like a pro on Lebron. So you can combo into his ball downwards, and you can also combo into just normal pass, kind of like that. I'm not really going to go into those routes because they have been nerfed a little bit since the beta. This was a really popular thing to do in the beta, but I'm not really going to recommend this for y'all because I'm going to understand that most of y'all are beginning Lebron players, and this is really risky. You see how I lost my basketball for doing that? It's not really the best option. It's kind of hard to get that follow-up to do something like this and then get another combo started. You don't really want to be comboing into your basketball off of jab because you lose access to your ball, and if you don't land your jab, you're kind of cooked. So we're going to talk about comboing into our up special, how to get this pretty consistent every single time. Basically, the trajectory for this is pretty standard. It's pretty simple. I know it looks like you have to aim it. You don't have to aim at all. Basically, you want to barrel stuff them anytime you can, kind of like that. And like I said earlier, this move kills really, really early. Comboing into up ball is a must. If you want to play Lebron, once again, this is kind of what separates somebody who's just going to up air, and it's going to separate somebody who's going to up air and then shoot that basketball afterwards and confirm that kill. So make sure after up airs, if it doesn't kill, go ahead and shoot that basketball. If they're in the trajectory for it, just go to the lab and practice shooting it after up airs. Kind of get a feel for the trajectory of it. This is going to work after up tilt at around, I want to say 80%. So yeah, we get him to, let's just say 70. Let's see if this works. So yeah, at 77% specifically on Shaggy, you can do something like that. But we really just want to go for up air there and then combo into it. It's going to be the combo ender. So if that didn't kill, we're shooting the basketball type shit. Alright, so now let's get into some of the more advanced Lebron combos. I personally am a believer that every combo LeBron has is a little advanced. He has combos unlike any character in the game. I mean, look at these things, man. Like, there's no other character doing things like this. These are hard combos. I've had to sit here and practice every single one of these. And I put 1,000 hours of LeBron in the beta. I played 1,000 hours of him. And I loaded up this game and I had to sit there and just accept that I had to relearn this character, that he's hard. But getting into some of the advanced combos, remember how I told you to do that? You would dodge upwards and down air. Well, this isn't the most consistent way to do this. This is just the easier version of it. You can actually dodge diagonal through them, depending on which way the ledge is. Let's say we're really close to the ledge right here. We'll just keep them this way, right? Because we're really, really close to the ledge. So let's go ahead and push them to that ledge. But let's say we start the combo on this side. Why would we want to bring him center stage, you know? Why would we want to bring him center stage? We can go ahead and turn that down air around like that and hit a little side switch on them mid combo. So if you ever need to take them towards the ledge, make sure you reverse that down air like that. And it's a very, very kind of tricky thing to get down at first, but I promise once you learn it, it'll be worth it. So it's just a diagonal dodge like that. Practice doing the diagonal dodge just like earlier. This is just a little bit more advanced than dodging upwards into the down air. And you're going to turn that down air around and try to get it out as fast as possible. And this is really good for switching sides on your opponent. Just like, let's say we start the combo here, like I said, and you don't want to bring them back to center stage. You want to bring them to the ledge, so you're going to turn that down air around. Now we have them on ledge in a combo, and that's what makes this such an advanced combo, is kind of knowing when you have to turn this combo around.
You can't guard me.
But even still, I kind of drop this sometimes, so make sure this is something you're doing after you've already done everything I've told you before, because I've got a lot of hours in Lebron and I still kind of drop this combo sometimes depending on the character. So, you know, if you really want to bring them center stage, you can still do the one we talked about earlier. But if you really want to switch sides and you don't want to be towards the ledge, you can side swap it. If you want to keep the combo going and bring them back center stage, you can do that as well. And that's what makes this kind of advanced. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is double neutral air combos. So this combo can combo into itself, kind of like this. You can get 2 neutral airs out. This is a combo you're going to want to pull out at higher percents. You want to make sure that both hits of the neutral air are hitting. I do not have the bot set to dodge right now because I'm kind of trying to make a guide and I'm not really trying to have to sit here for 7 hours trying to do this. But this is an advanced combo. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a clip of me hitting this in game. So what you're going to do is the same thing as before, but instead of ending an up air like that, you're gonna want to go for another neutral air, kind of like that, and then you're gonna shoot the basketball afterwards. And this is a phenomenal combo because it's gonna kill a lot earlier than this one is. Because this one's gonna, because the second hit of the neutral air, or the second neutral air, is gonna send them out a lot higher than this one will send them out. So you can keep this ladder going with the double neutral air, and I'm gonna roll a clip of that now. Oh my. And now for some more advanced combos. If you're unfamiliar with IAD teching, it's instant air dodges. Go ahead and watch a tutorial on that on YouTube. I'm not really going to be making a tutorial for IED tech. IAD tech, excuse me. But basically, essentially what you can do is you can get a down air or an up air or an instant aerial on the floor, no matter what it is, no matter what aerial you want. You can have it be neutral air. You can have it be really whatever, but this does cost 3 bars. Just go ahead and look at my inputs. I'll give you a quick, you just want to run at your opponent like this, flick up and diagonal, dodge, and then put a move. It'll take 3 bars and it'll look like that, and you can get some crazy Lebron combos off of this because Lebron doesn't have the best frame data, like I said. So having access to instant aerials and even an instant down air is absolutely insane for Lebron to have. Combos into up tilt, into nair. I mean, you see the potential. So if you're a bit more of an advanced player ready to kind of put some tech into your Lebron, you can go ahead and implement this into your playstyle. And this is very, very, very good for finding those surprising kills if you're just dash dancing. Bam, got his ass. And it's also really good for neutral air. I don't have a meter. Just like that, combos into up tilt, and at certain percents you can get a down air after that up tilt, so you can get the down air. But I'm not really going to be showing that because it's so specific. I've only been able to get it in the lab while the bot is on dodge after his stun, maybe twice. So it's not something I really think you should be looking for or fishing for. But you can get like instant aerial neutral air, and you can get basically anything you want afterwards. For the most part, I'm pretty sure at certain percents you can get the jab. You can kind of bait a dodge out here and just go for up tilt. But for the most part, you just want to be going for up tilt after this. That's what I do. It's worked like a charm every single time, and it's never let me down. And the last advanced thing I can kind of tell you on Lebron is keeping those combos going, even if they're not true. So let's say I kind of just free, you know, he's a very flowcharty character. Most of Lebron's damage isn't going to come from true combos. You know, you're going to start the game kind of doing something like this, but not all of your combos are going to be true. And you got to keep that in mind no matter what character you play. You're going to have to kind of just continue combos with a extender. If you ever played any fighting games before, there's combo extenders. It'll kind of reset the combo. For us, that's Lebron forward air. Let's say we get the up air, we want to keep it going, or we get a instant aerial up air and we want to keep it going. You can do something like that into a ball pass and put a lot of pressure on your opponent. So make sure you're trying to keep these combos going with something like that, ball pass, down air. Just keep in mind that not all of your combos are going to be true. Not every combo has to be true. It's very good to kind of read your opponent out. And the main moves to kind of keep our combos going is our ball forward air. Kind of like that. You get a ball pass after, a lot of pressure, and then you can keep the combo going with a true combo. But these combo extenders are really what separates an advanced Lebron from a little rookie Lebron who's just picking them up. Doing things like this into ball pass, into down air. I mean, I'm sure you see the potential with this. It's really going to separate you from the rookies. And that's really all I have right now. Day 5 of playing Lebron on this new build. Those are all the advanced tips I can really tell you. Besides really using your dodge meter efficiently, Lebron's pretty slow. So if you find an opportunity to dash in on your opponent and catch them lacking with an IAD down air, or, you know, don't be too scared to use your meter on Lebron. I know there's a lot of Lebrons out there that tell you burnout is the worst thing ever, but it is, don't get me wrong, but in certain matchups it's okay to burn out. Let's say I really am fighting a Shaggy. I don't mind burning out against Shaggy. Just kind of be careful using a lot of your meter on characters that can 0 to death you, like Harley, Joker, Arya, Superman. Those are characters you really don't want to burn out on. But don't be scared to use your meters, Lebron. I see a lot of Lebrons sit there and they'll just do this until they get their meter back. You know, don't be scared to use your meters, Lebron. Use the element of surprise. Dash in there and get a down tilt, man. Dash in there for a jab. You got to get your damage somehow because you're not going to win a jab off with Shaggy. If you and Shaggy are running around and jabbing each other, you're going to lose. You got to get that element of surprise and cross them up. Get that jab. Spend that meter for your kill. If you're confident and you're an advanced Lebron, do not be scared to spend that meter for IAD tech Don't be scared to spend that meter for a dodge jab. Just don't be scared to spend your fucking meter as LeBron if you're feeling it. Because the reward is endless. I mean, you can get an entire kill because you dashed and grabbed. You spent 3 bars for a kill. Alright, let's get into edge guarding as LeBron. So LeBron is, in my opinion, the best edge guarder in the game, besides maybe like Rick. But in my personal opinion, I think LeBron has the best edge guard in the game. Like we went over earlier, LeBron has a 3-pointer. If you're playing 2v2s, this move's going to edge guard. Look how perfect that was. This is going to clip anybody sitting right here, recovering. I mean, that's a beefy move. You just throw it from one corner to the next. This is going to work in 2v2s very, very well. Just make sure you're not exactly in the corner. You know, play around with it. If I'm on Sky Arena, I would stand somewhere like here, shoot a basketball. It's going to clip anybody on the ledge right there. And you can even throw it from here off stage. You're going to catch anybody deep out here. And it's kind of like sending missiles at your opponent, you know, all the way from across stage if LeBron can edge guard you. Is that not insane? I believe he's the only character in the game that can edge guard you from all the way over here. I mean, like, it's insane. Also, LeBron has his down special to slam down on the ledge. Do not be scared to throw this out. I mean, the reward for this is so high, and all you're doing is losing 1 basketball. Do not be scared just to throw this out. If you see your opponent down here, or they're about to hit the wall, or they're about to cling to the wall, do not be scared to kind of go out there and just throw the basketball. And one tip I do have for it is practice the spacing on it. Make sure your ball gets as close to that wall as possible so they have as least time to dodge it. You can also dash into this, kind of like that, get a little speed boost going. It's my favorite way to do it. Catch your opponent off guard just like that. I've practiced spacing on this pretty well. So for the most part, I know exactly how to space this if I want the ball super close to the wall or if I want the ball kind of farther out there like that. But this is a really, really important tech to kind of have as LeBron. Don't be scared to spend that meter and get a surprise kill because the payout is really worth it.
Watch your ankle. Keep your eye on the ball. Going down.
Oh my god, the movement is so good. On top of that, we already talked about his down special. You can kind of just sit it here on the ledge. Look how much options this covers. If somebody's trying to recover against a ball sitting right here, their options are either jump over the basketball like that, or, you know, sometimes people jump and get hit by it. Remember what we talked about comboing into our ball? So if we have this ball set up right here, they land and get bounced by it, we hit them with down air, we get our down air loops going. This is very important for LeBron. So like we land that down air after the basketball, we get this, and we're comboing them off stage again. And it's really important to kind of be ready to combo. After you set the basketball here, if it goes up, get ready for that up air. If they hit it and go down, get ready for that down air. It's very important for edge guarding. I mean, his edge guarding is absolutely insane because not only does he can throw it off stage, but he can kind of just set it on stage. And you can't sit on the ledge forever. There's wall fatigue. You're eventually gonna have to come up and get hit by this basketball and eat an up air, eat a down air. You're gonna eat a neutral air. Just make sure you're setting this up and kind of reacting based on if they go high or low. If they go low, you down air. High, you up air. You're gonna get a free kill out of this 90% of the time. I mean, this setup is really ridiculous in 1v1s. And another thing LeBron can do on top of slamming the ball down like that is he has a spiking down air just like this. So what you want to be doing on LeBron, if you have the extra ball like I do right now, let's say we throw this and they dodge it, right? They dodged, we call in that ball, go for the down air. We just spiked him twice. 2 times within half a second we tried to spike him. Well, that's not all. LeBron can do it 3 times in half a second, right? So I'm gonna wait for my cooldowns to come back. 1 spike. I messed it up. Alright, look. 1 spike, 2 spike, 3 spike. How do you recover against that? That covers basically every single option. Let's say he's on the wall right now. He's on the wall. He dodges, right? He has to jump off of the wall. We're going to hit him with that down air, and then we're going to hit him with the basketball again. I'm going to show you. I wish there was a way to stop cooldowns in the lab. Unfortunately, I don't have that option yet. So bam, he's on the wall. He just dodged away from that ball, right? He's gonna dodge away from it.
Can't
We
guard
caught the
me.
dodge and then sniped him again. So we just spiked him 3 different times as LeBron. And if we don't really want to jump out there, like I said, you could just throw this ball right here and react. I mean, LeBron's edge guarding is honestly insane. You can even throw a ball like that.
Got it.
If I had the cooldown on, I'd show you. So let's say we throw a ball like this and then we go in edge guard. I mean, we're basically, you can't see because the camera zoomed in, but the basketball is coming down. It's going to catch anybody who's right here. And we're catching them if they dodge to the wall. So make sure you're using your basketballs and using your down airs on LeBron. And I'm gonna sit up and tell you this right now. If you are not jumping off stage as LeBron, you're throwing. You are the best edge guarder in the game. Don't be scared to use a basketball to get a kill off stage. Don't be scared to spike him with a basketball. Don't be scared to jump off and down air into down special. You have to go for these things as LeBron because, like I said, as his goal as a character is to do as much damage as possible without taking damage.
Got it.
I didn't take any damage right there. I didn't take any damage right there. And I'm not going to take any damage doing that either. So make sure you're jumping off stage as LeBron. It's one of the most important things to do as LeBron is to make sure you're just edge guarding. Because his edge guarding is like second to none. Alright, so one of the last things I'm going to talk about is one of the hardest things about LeBron is playing him in disadvantage. Let's say we're in burnout. Worst case scenario, we're burnt all the way out. We're fighting a Harley Quinn. We have no basketball. How do I play burnout? Well, as lame as it sounds, do not take damage in burnout because your dodges on LeBron are not the best dodges. And then when you get in burnout, you're not going to be dodging a whole lot of things. And 90% of the time, if you're fighting a good opponent, let's say you're fighting a really good Harley, they're going to notice when you go into burnout and kind of just jump on you. So when you're in burnout, make sure you're throwing out as many active hitboxes as you can. That's what I like to do. Set a ball down, throw out a bunch of forward airs, throw out a nair. Make it kind of scary for them to land on you. When you're in burnout, don't just stand here like this. Oh, I'm in burnout. Poor me. Poor me. Nah, you got to take your space. Let them know you got to approach through this forward air. You're going to have to contest my neutral area. You're going to have to contest something. Make sure they're contesting something when you're in burnout or else you're literally going to get killed. You know how many games I've had where I'm winning the game, I make it to last stock, I accidentally burn out, Harley Quinn gets a forward air, up tilt, up special, and I died because I couldn't dodge because I was in burnout. It's one of the worst things about playing LeBron is just going into burnout. I know you want to do all these sick combos and spend all your dodge meter on combos, but do be a little cautious in some matchups, like especially Harley and Joker. You don't want to get caught lacking in burnout. So the way I play in burnout and the way you should be playing in burnout is throwing out as many hitboxes as you can. Your most active moves are going to be forward air and neutral air. Make sure you're just kind of throwing these out. Make them not want to land on you. Alright, well that pretty much covers everything I know about LeBron at this point. And I want to go over my perk loadouts because I've had a lot of comments asking me what perks I should run on LeBron. And this is my answer. This is the best perk loadout I've been able to personally find on LeBron for ones. You can switch out 4-3. Personally, this is a perk I like to use. You can run this one. I don't think Gray Health is really that good anymore. This used to be a must pick as a LeBron main in the beta. But as of now, I definitely would recommend going for Hot Hands. This is basically if you land a no-look pass. Let me move my webcam so you can read these. If you land a no-look pass, you're going to ignite your opponent. So if you're running Hot Hands, do not run Ignite because you cannot ignite them twice at the same time. So go ahead and run either Snowball or Press the Advantage, whichever fits your playstyle the most. But for me personally, this is my favorite perk loadout. I like running 4-3 for those basketball snipes and Ignite, Speed Force, and Pugilist. I also have a perk loadout for 2v2s, and this is my 2s loadouts right here. I'm rocking the no-look pass ignites because in 2s you're going to be passing the ball a lot more, and it's definitely just going to be more consistent. And I use some of these perks in 1s as well. I pull out the 4-3 on the larger maps, like Sky Arena is a really good map to run 4-3. Scooby's, Throne Room, all the big stages, you kind of want to select the 4-3 and rock this. But on the smaller stages, I like to just rock this as my 1s loadout. Press the Advantage. If they're above 125%, we're going to get that weakened. We want that extra speed on LeBron since he's such a slow boy. And Pugilist is the best out of all three of these. You don't really ever want to rock a projectile perk as LeBron either. If I ever see you rocking a projectile perk on LeBron, your LeBron privileges might just be revoked. He has a special move called Fence that gets rid of projectiles. Why are you rocking a projectile move perk? Even if you can't absorb the projectile, you're going to go straight through it. There's no point at this state in the game to rock a projectile perk. But that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to teach y'all about LeBron. Whether you're a beginner, whether you're an advanced LeBron main, whether you've never even played him or you've been playing him just as much as I have. I hope some of this helped you. If I didn't cover everything, which I'm pretty sure I covered most of everything, but if I left something out, drop down to the comments and let me know what I missed out on, and you can even teach me something if you need to. I'm not scared to learn, trust me. But if there is something I missed, go ahead and ask me in the comments. I'm down to answer questions. If you've seen my 1,000 hours of LeBron video, I answered every single comment. I'm going to sit here and answer every comment that y'all ask. And if I'm busy and I'm streaming, you can just swing by my stream and ask me questions. I play LeBron every single day. So just come by my Twitch and ask me a question. Hey, Chris, you kind of missed how can I get neutral air more consistent? Don't be scared. I'll give you any answer you need to know. If I know it, y'all know it. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm not scared to hold information. But I'm going to end this guide right here. I'm going to end the video with a bunch of clips. But before I show y'all all the clips I've gotten this week, kind of putting all this tech I'm teaching you together and showing you what they can do in game, I just want to say thank y'all for watching all of my videos this week. It's made me really happy because I've made multiverses videos in the past and they've never done well, man. So the fact that these videos are doing so well as of recently, and I'm playing the character I love in the game I love,